got to decide on YouTube.
Holy moly. Tree as is. I wonder what's wrong with it. $40 for that. They glued it. That's what they glued it. I think I was filming in here. As I was filming in here. $40, but they glued it. You see, it's in layers. See, this would be one layer, this would be one layer, and this would be a layer, and they glued it. Crapola. Holy moly. Ooh, there's a soft spot there. Ooh, there's a, oh crap. It is planter with flower frog. Oh man, I wonder if you could get that out. This is a second day. There's another one of those Galileo thermometers. table. 65. Silicone tipped. Welcome back to South Georgia Home. My name is Gail. Welcome back again. We have just finished the video for the 2-for-1 estate sale on Friday. This is going to be 2 separate estate sales on Saturday. We're going to get to that. The first one was here in Georgia, about 40 minutes away. We got there early, about 15-20 minutes early, which is strange for us. And we saw 2 guys standing out in the yard, and I thought, well, they're just waiting to get in. So we sat in the car for a second, and then we got out, and we walked up. We just got to chit-chat, and they were talking about, oh, yeah, the shed's full, the house is full, you know. And we're like, oh, we can go on in. And they said, yeah, sure. So they were working there, and they let us go in early. And I think we were the first people there that morning. This was the second day, quarter off day, 25% off day. The next day, Sunday, was going to be their half off day. This house was almost like an antique store. They had a shed out back. I want to say whoever had this place was a florist, and she worked out of that shed. And then they had like little metal car porches set out in the driveway that they had stuff on. That stuff was kind of out to the elements. And we walked through there first. I didn't pick up anything. I mean, there was a couple of things I looked at, and I liked the prices of what I saw. I thought these are really good prices. So we went into the shed out back where she had all of her Christmas and fall decor, and that's where she did her work. And it's funny because you would think a florist shop, you would find like flower frogs or something like that. It's funny, I've gone to all these estate sales here lately, and I've been getting good stuff I like, but the things that I'm really looking for, like glass cloches and clock pieces or jadeite or flower frogs or tomato servers, just not finding any. But she did have all her seasonal stuff out there. I did look. You did see the ceramic Christmas tree. It was $40. Excuse me. They had it glued together. It was the kind that had the base and then had the 3 layers. Huge tree. I didn't want it for myself. And I don't think I would have wanted to ship it either. I mean, that looked like it would have been a witch to ship. But they had glued it together. Now, $40 would have been a great price. And I know somebody's saying, I would have taken it for $40. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to take all that glue off. And I didn't want to try to clean it up and all that. I left it. Maybe someone else got it that would appreciate it more. But to me, it was a sign of their pricing, how they value things. And they did have really good prices. So the only thing that I got out of that shed was good old Uncle Sam. Just a hanging cardboard cutout. I don't think he's that old. Matter of fact, of all places, he was made in China. So, good old Uncle Sam will be for sale. That was the only thing out of that shed. And there was a lot of Christmas stuff in those boxes. I just didn't have the heart to go through all of it. You know, when we're just out of Christmas season right now, and I just didn't have the heart. So inside, we'll start with whatever's in front of me. I have never seen one of these. If you have, please let me know. I feel like someone got confused. Maybe it started out as one thing and it wound up being something else. I've never seen a potato masher this way. It does have the green on the handle, and you can see almost a little bit of a blue stripe. I've never seen that. I've seen the red and the cream, or the green and the cream, but I've never seen the cream, green, and a blue stripe. So opened up a whole new door right there. But yeah, that's kind of weird to me. I have a Homer Laughlin book on China, and I was looking through it and I found a pattern. I think the pattern is basically the shape. They would just take the shape, name it a pattern, and then they would put different, you know, different colors or different pictures or whatever on it. But the one I saw in the book that I liked, it was this shape, but it had the like little 2 or 3 little green lines around the outside edges. It's in the 30s. Very simple, except for those 3 green lines. It was plain. Well, this is that platter. This is that shape. And you can see the Art Deco look to it. It's plain, doesn't have the green, but I mean, I've never seen the green in person, just in pictures. So you take what you can get. I think there was another one of these inside the kitchen, but it had like a worn out flower thing on it. If I can remember my Homer Laughlin stamps, made in the USA, I think it says I-33. I can't decide if it says I-33 or I-35. N5. Now, I goes to the month, and it has to correlate like January's A, February's B, I think is how it goes. 33 would be the year. So it would be either 33 or 35, whichever it is, would be the year it was made. And then N5 would be the plant. So this is either 33 or 1935. 93 years old. Something like that. Almost 90. Something like, I don't know. Don't ask me to get any math going here. But I do like it, and it is hefty. It's got a little girth to it. So, pick those up. She took all the price tags off. I'll try to remember the prices. I want to say that platter was $5 or $6, maybe. I can't remember the masher. This was I think it was the last thing I picked up. And I said I can't find any cloches, and I didn't. This is a butter keeper. She had a whole collection of not butter dishes, but like the margarine tub dishes, you know, the round and the lid. And this is just a clear one. And I thought you could use it as a cloche. Matter of fact, I was playing with it earlier, and I only have 3 ironstone butter pats. I have some decorative ones of other patterns, but only 3 ironstone. But if you had more, you could do a whole stack in there. Or you could use those and put little eggs for Easter, something like that. Or you could take them out and put a bird's nest, if you had a little bird's nest, fake bird's nest, of course. Don't go out and rob them out of a tree or anything. But a little fake bird's nest you could put in there. If you had a collection of thimbles, you know, whatever. So I thought that. Excuse me. This, I want to say it was $6. Anyway, last fall, I think pheasants really came out as something popular. I like them myself. So I bought this one. They did have one that was quail. I think they might have been a set, but the other one was quail. This was a pheasant. So I just picked this one up. It is Napco, which is made in Japan or import. And it does say pheasant, I think, right here. And then Napco. But he's in good condition. Excuse me. This, I bought one of these in the fleet across Florida. Was it fall or spring of last year? Anyway, they got one at $12. I think it was spring of last year. Which it's coming up March 11th and 12th maybe. I'll have to look again. A ginger beer bottle. I think his was $12 and I talked him down to 10. Well, this was 10. So I didn't feel it was a big deal to pick it up for $10. So just a ginger beer bottle. This was in the bedroom, one of the bedrooms, and I don't remember the price. And I can't remember if this is just thin metal or if it's plastic. I guess it's metal. But a lipstick holder. You can put your eyeliners or whatever, lipstick liners or lip liners, maybe a brush or something here. And I didn't notice until today when I was looking it over really well. There's the smallest, world's smallest bobby pin. Look at that thing. I've never seen a bobby pin that small. But it was hanging on, so I just put it back on there. So, lipstick. I've been thinking about it for my lip glosses and things like that. And I can't get away from doilies. Now, I am pretty sure I have one like this. But this is more of a tan look. It's a nice little doily. And I want to say they had these priced at $2 a piece. They had a whole box of them. This one, I don't think I have one like it, but it's pretty. I can't help myself. There should be a support group for people like me. Maybe we should start one. Or maybe not. Let's stop buying them if there's a support group. Anyway, also we have a table I might have to show you a picture of. Sorry, something went wrong with the camera. I have a table that we have, I need to take a picture of, and we'll show you that. And also, Jason got a big bag of camera parts because I've told you before he's kind of gotten into this camera. It's the film camera, the kind that you would take the film somewhere and have it developed. And this bag had different lenses and that kind of thing in it. And I think it was marked at $25, but of course this was 25% off day. So they did have a lot of box lot stuff. And there were some that caught my eye, but this one, for whatever reason, I picked it up. Only one little odd punch cup. I believe this is Wexford. I think it was odds and ends they didn't have any matches to. They just stuck them in boxes and hoped there was something in there you wanted enough that you were going to buy the whole box. So all of these were in that box, and we'll go through them rather quickly. This one has that gold around the rim, and I really don't care for that, but it is Syracuse, China. But it does have that gold, and you can see the size of it. Trying to put it back in the box. And then this says Southeast Missouri something State Teachers College. And on the back it says Mayor, China, established 1881, I believe, Duke, St. Louis. So that's kind of cool. And you can see how deep that is. I don't know what this would have been for. You know, I don't know if it's celery or whatever. This one is not marked, but it is cute. There's no markings on the back. And I was looking at it earlier today, and it kind of funny because it's warped. I don't know if I can show it to you, but it is warped. Like this side is sticking up higher than this side. And this would be cute if you had like bar soap in your bathrooms, which we don't. Or you could put this for like your everyday jewelry, your rings and all, just throw it in there. Or keys, if you still have keys. Any little thing, you know, that you need corralled in one spot. That's just a cute thing to put. Now these, and you could use these, you could stack these like this as decoration. This one just simply has hotel stamped into the pottery, the porcelain, whatever it is. You can see it stamped there. And you see it's lived a rough life. But you can also see it's kind of warped as well. Yeah. But all of the staining and the crazing and all that on it. This one is marked Royal Stone China, Wedgwood and Company, England. Fairly clean. This one is KT&K China. And it's a little darker tannish looking. This one I think is my favorite. It is Crown Potteries Company, made in the USA. And you can see the coloring here, but you can also see it here. Then you have 3 of these, and these are Homer Laughlin. As best as I can take, I think this is the newer Homer Laughlin stamp. And they are in perfect condition. I don't think they've ever been used. I don't see any scratches or any staining. Anything wrong with them. There's 3 of those. And then the last, and I think every company must have made this. Car China Company, made in the USA. And it is the green lines. I've seen this in Buffalo, Syracuse, Iroquois, just all of them. But like I said, you could use these. You just wanted to use the really old ones, stacked like this, with something here. And I don't have anything to hand at the moment, but you know, not your pheasant, but anything else you have. Let's see. Still have this biscuit cutter over there. So just anything. Well, it's not big enough, but those are cute. Some of them will be kept. And then if we ever get that elusive antique booth, some of them will be going in there. So that is all. I don't know if I told you. Everything added up to like $99. And it was quarter day off, so we paid $75. No tax, just $75. And that was it. No, excuse me. I got to get to the other one. This was the first estate sale out of Georgia. And it started about an hour earlier than the other one. And they let us in early so we could get to the other one. So that was really nice. They didn't do it for that reason, but we were lucky. This one was second day. I think it was last day, half off. And we got there an hour after it started. So I didn't really have a whole lot of hope of finding a lot. And most of what we did find was stuff that we can use here at the house. This, I picked it up several times, put it back, kept going back, and I kept thinking somebody else is going to pick it up. And they never did. And my husband says, if you want it, get it. It's only going to be $5. Today, if you don't use it around the house, you can use it in the booth. And it's just a 3-tiered thing. Ashland, I believe, isn't that Michael's? It says $39.99. Now, I don't know if they got this on sale or what. It was marked at $10, but we, like I said, half off that last day, $5. And it did have these inside of it. Somebody did a really awesome paint job on some apples and some pears. I didn't feel like just dumping them out, so I got stuck with them. But they're in that bag and we'll do something with them. Jason picked these up. They are microfiber travel towels, and of course, $1 and $2. He said they were expensive, or they should have been a lot of money. Excuse me. He found him a replacement for his lint roller, and yes, he uses that. He found this. He went shopping in there. I didn't get a lot, but he did. It's a battery charger. It was marked at $10, of course, $5, and he said they retail for a lot more. Kind of going fast because he just got home. I found this in the cleaning closet, and I thought it'd be a useful little tool, just a narrow little scrub brush. They should charge me $1. Excuse me. This was in the garage. All of this box was listed at $8. Again, it was $4. This is something Jason says that he uses. It's called a brother or something. I don't know. It's some kind of cartridges for something. It's not our printer. It's something he uses. And then the inside of it, like a scratch-all paint thing for your car. Tape dispenser. Excuse me. Good Lord. Paper clips. Scissors. Some kind of charger. I don't know what that charges. Yeah, all that for $8. I picked up this basket. It's marked at $4, but of course it was $2 this day. I do have an idea of what I want to use this for. As you can see how big it is. I've got a bunch of crap that I keep on my dryer. That is Oscar related, the dog. And my dryer sheets and that kind of thing. So I'm probably going to put it in that just to make it a little dressier. Now, this is probably my favorite part of that estate sale. And I read this book all across town. We were going and going and going. Houses for Good Living by Royal Barry Wills. The first copyright was 1940. The last one was 1946. And I just want to show you some of the pictures that I earmarked. Look at this staircase. Can you see that? Does anybody even have the knowledge anymore of how to do workmanship like that? And then, I mean, it's just insides of different houses. A lot of built-in stuff. There is this one. Look at that built-in corner cabinet. And right here, do you see it? There is a clock. Now, we just put out a video called Mid-Century in Mariana. There was a clock just like that in that house. I think it was $30. And it was plug-in too, just like this one. But it shows you the insides of houses, and it also shows some of the floor plans. And it's funny because some of the floor plans will say maid's room, or two maids. Some of them have two maids rooms. I wouldn't know what that's like. We were poor. We would not have had a maid's room in our house. But yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed this book. And if you wanted to take the dust jacket off, it's a green, pea green color. But I have really enjoyed it. But it's my favorite part of the whole thing. I think it was $24 at that estate sale. So that was what we got for the weekend. Like I said, I've got that table. I need to take a picture of that for you and show you that. And that should be it for this video. Now, I hope wherever you are, you're having great weather and you're enjoying the rest of your weekend. And I hope you have a great week ahead of you. And if there's another estate sale in the future, we're going to be taking you with us. So I hope you enjoyed this, and see you back here next time. Thank you for watching South Georgia Home.